Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast. I'm your host, Beezy the Great, the educator's educator. Just here to educate you on something good today. Before we get started, I would like to let you know how you can follow us, the RIP 28 podcast. We're on Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, and other social media platforms. Please like, subscribe, and share. Let all your friends know about this great podcast and what we got going on here. We just a bunch of local guys talking about some different subjects. And before we get started, also, we need money. We need money. We are here. We need money. You can place your ads with the RIP 28 podcast. We want you. We need you here. Place your ad here. Don't hear about it. See your name all on the screen with the RIP 28 podcast. And I'm here with a great panel. A bunch of my homeboys from back in the past. We all played ball together, man. I'm just gonna toss it around and let them introduce yourselves. I'm gonna start with my big bro, QB1.
What's up? See Nails in the building. Man, had a nice off week at from work. Gotta hit that job back tomorrow, man. Kind of dreading it, but we gonna get it done.
Let's go. I got my boy, the inside linebacker, the captain of the defense, Mr. James Soul Booty Ashford.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, man, just getting off of quarantine, man. Time to get this thing started. Let's go.
Let's get it, dog. And last, and certainly not least, we got the biggest target ever in Columbia High history. It's not Plaxico Birds, but he damn near close. It's Andre T5 Monster.
Oh man.
Andre 3.
Oh man, what it do? Living in this era where a black man can wear a mask and don't get looked that funny. Let's go.
Hey, don't forget you still black and you are getting looked at funny.
But get looked at funny.
Hey, but check this out, man. Hey, tell me what you're drinking, man. James, I see you sipping, man. What you got?
Oh man, I just got a little bit of Crown Peach mixed with some white cran peach.
That's what I'm talking about. It's a peachy kind of afternoon for you.
Kind of day.
G5, what you drinking on G5 or what you puffing on G5?
Oh man, you know I keep it that old school, man, with that yak. You hear me?
Yeah, it's a
you
yak
hear
attack.
me?
That's
Merry
what I'm
Christmas,
talking about.
Nooka from Pankin.
I'm with it.
Man.
And big bro, I know you got something you got going on up there, some kind of concoction.
Always, man. I got a little vodka, man. I've been on that vodka lately. Our boy Torian, the guest we had a few shows ago, you know, he's our little personal trainer. I'm trying not to be fat no more. So he said, you know, don't drink that brown, let it get on that white. You know, there ain't much calories. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Double up on the white.
Man, I guess I'll be fat forever.
And I got a little hiney with me too.
Oh, so you double fisted.
That's how I do.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. I got a little bit of vodka. I mean, Ciroc myself, a little Ciroc apple with a splash of Sprite just to get me right. You know what I'm talking about? Just a splash. Yeah.
Splash Brothers. That's all we do is splash.
The splash.
You got to have that brown so you can put them down.
Hey, I heard that brown make you frown.
and that white would get you right. So we're gonna keep that white, James. Check this out, fellas. I hope everybody and their families are safe and had a great holiday, man. You know, everybody's safe. I know we all got kids. I know it ain't about us no more. I know it's all about the kids and the wives and the girlfriends and everything that we got going on. So with that being said, we're going to jump into this holiday edition. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. I have a double-edged question for you. Do you make New Year's resolutions? And if so, how did the COVID-19 pandemic, how did it change or alter your 2020 view and your goals?
No, I guess I started off real quick. You know, back, I guess in my 20s and stuff like that, I used to make, you know, New Year's resolutions and all that good stuff. At my age now, at the young age of 41, I don't make them no more, really. You know, it's like, you can make them all through the year, in my opinion. You know, you ain't gotta wait till January 1st to say you're gonna start doing something. But you know, I always started making them, and it's like, you know, it was kind of hard to follow through. with. So it's just like it's an everyday thing. It ain't just all right when New Year's come around, let me start saying what I'm gonna do for the next year.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. All right.
yeah, man. I'm kind of like with Chance there, man. I used to make, the resolutions when I was younger, but I found that it was hard, to keep it throughout the year. So what I've started doing now is just making little small goals throughout the year. And that way I find myself able to stick with it and get on through it for the year. So that's what I do. Just little small goals throughout the year. I mean, COVID fucked up this year, but hey, it is what it is.
What say Dre? What say Dre?
Man, actually, I had just had my baby in December last year, so I ain't really had no goals of just trying to be the best father, what I'm saying, husband I could be, what I'm saying. I got married 19, had my baby 19, so but I would say this, man, I know COVID been rough for a lot of people, what I'm saying, but COVID actually was a blessing for me, man. I was actually be able to be home with my baby for 5 months, what I'm saying, time I wasn't supposed to have, what I'm saying, to be able to spend with her, our first few months on the earth, what I'm saying. So me and her have a great relationship right now, great connection. And I appreciate Trump, what I'm saying. You hooked the brother up, what I'm saying, with the COVID money, what I'm saying. I appreciate that, boss, but you had to go. And that's something else. But anyway, so, what I'm saying, I had a little bit extra change in my pocket, so, we was able to do some things, what I'm saying. Took a little trip, what I'm saying, put the truck on the road to Michigan, what I'm saying, came on back. But yeah, I mean, COVID was a good thing for me. Like I said, I hate to say it because I know so many people suffered, what I'm saying. And on some real shit, like, what I'm saying, my blessings go out to everybody who lost somebody, even the ones who dealt with COVID. It was down and out, what I'm saying. Glad you made it through, but yeah, COVID was a blessing for me though.
Yeah, I'll say I
We
don't.
got a COVID survivor.
Go ahead, Chance.
We got a COVID survivor on the panel here.
That's
Okay.
right.
Oh,
Hey, man,
Hey.
I know it affects everybody differently. To me, I mean, it really didn't. It felt more like a head cold, like I was just congested or whatever. And I did lose taste for maybe like half a day. But I know I've talked to a bunch of different people that have had it. And one of my real partners, he had to be hospitalized, and he was real close to being put on a ventilator. So I know it does affect, and it really don't hit you until it hit close to home to somebody got it or something like that. Because you know how people are. They just go throughout life. Hey, man, it ain't going to bother me, so I'm just keep on moving. But then when it hits you, then that's the main thing. And it really hit me not really when I got it, but when my 5-year-old daughter got it. So that's what really hit home with me. Thank God nothing was wrong. She went through it like it was normal, like a little cold or whatever. But yeah, now you got to really think about things before you go out in this world today. Because some people don't care. They don't want to wear no mask. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. So you just got to take precautions for yourself and for your family.
That's it. That's it.
Not to get too far off topic, but kind of piggybacking off what James just said. Man, folks, y'all go out there, man. Wear y'all masks, man. We the only country that's still the numbers going up because we the free world, and everybody think I got rights, I ain't gotta wear no mask and blah blah blah. Man, do what you gotta do for a little bit of time so we can get back to normal, man. I'm tired of not being able to, like, my kid got games, they ain't let but like 100 people in the game. You know what I mean? They want a full crowd. They want that energy. I can't go to the NBA game. I just moved to Atlanta. Can't even go to the Hawks game. Can't even go to the Falcons game. Nothing like that. You know what I mean? Do what y'all supposed to do, man. Please.
I feel you. I'm glad you survived, James. I'm glad you survived.
Yes,
So
sir.
back to the New Year's resolution. I know you don't set them now in your older age due to whatever reasons, but what were some of your New Year's resolutions in your younger days?
Get this money.
Get that
That's
money.
what it's
That's
all.
all. Hey, I
Yeah,
don't need a New Year's resolution for that, baby. That's a year-round goal to get that
right.
money.
Well, I mean, back in the day for me, like I stopped eating pork cold turkey. What was that? 2007, and then I stopped eating beef cold turkey 2010. And pretty much 1 year I actually gave up sodas, but That Mountain Dew came back calling.
But,
Oh, you got that? You drinking that old man drink, boy? Mountain Dew.
yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I made some resolution, man. Like I said, but I had to stop doing stuff cold turkey. Like I can't. I respect y'all doing it gradually, like you say, the little short term goals, and keep pushing. But for me, I gotta. If it's something I need to stop, it gotta be cold turkey. Right. It's just one of them things. Like I say, soda was the only one that probably beat me, but everything else I pretty much stopped cold turkey. It worked out for me.
Okay, so yours was more food and diet related.
Right.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, we see Chance ain't got no dang on diet or nutritionist, but we're gonna let you speak anyway, my brother.
I lost my 15, bro. I'm finna get
I
right.
Hey man,
see
this
you.
thing just started.
Everything. Hey, but yeah, most of my resolutions been about, man, I'm gonna go work out 4 days a week, and then it turned to 3 days, and it turned to no days.
Right.
Sounds about accurate.
I just ain't got the discipline, man. I don't know why either, man. Because I was one of the hardest working dudes back in the day. I'm like, what happened, dog? I don't
It's called,
understand.
hey
I
dog,
don't
it's called
recall
life
that
and
now.
family, dog.
Maybe
It's called life and
this
family.
cup. I need to quit this cup, and then I'll
Hey,
work out.
but check this out. When you set goals, whether it's a New Year's resolution, whether it's a personal goal, a family goal, or professional goal, is it a letdown or is it a little bit of steam let out of you when you don't accomplish that goal? Say if you set a timeline, say I'm gonna stack $5,000 within 6 months, and you don't do it, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, whatever it may be, and you don't accomplish that. Is it like a letdown to where the rest of your year is not pointless, but it's not the same?
I don't think so, man. You know how we is, man. We built different than I guess this younger generation, man. You don't give up. You know what I'm saying? It might
Oh
not
yeah,
work out at first, but you
right.
keep on rolling, you keep on pushing, you keep on striving, and do your thing, do the best you can do. So nah, it ain't never no letdown. It's just a continuation of keep trying. You know what I mean? It ain't like I give up type thing.
Yeah, so you got that Dwayne Wade approach. I get knocked down 7, I'm getting up 8. But you ain't, no matter what, I'm gonna keep fighting. This,
Oh
this
yeah,
this battle ain't over. That's right.
he do
But
it.
Oh
now,
yeah.
but that's a total
Definitely you ain't gonna
difference
give up.
now with the group. Now go ahead, G5.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't give up. Don't get me wrong. Like I've done the same thing like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? We all normal. You say you set a goal, you fall short, and usually for me, I try to make, like they say, I shoot for 5, try to get 3. You know what I'm saying? So one fall off, I try to pick up the 4th one I might have made. You know what I'm saying? And I just try to at least accomplish the majority. 3 out of 5 is the majority. So I try to do that. Therefore, it's a successful year. You know what I'm saying? And say the ones I might have missed, of course, those roll over to the next year. And I try to achieve those and just try to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep setting your
Sir.
bar higher so you never get, stagnant. You know what I'm saying, or lackadaisical, and just kind of be content with just, I guess, not necessarily being average, but just not progressing, I would say.
But they say you reach for the moon and you'll reach the stars if you don't make the moon.
Right.
If you fall short, you reach the star. What say the fireman?
Yeah, man.
Fireman, it's a fireman.
I mean, everybody. It's life, man. You're not always gonna attain all the goals that you set. So, you just got to keep pushing, man. You never give up. I mean, if everybody gave up on here, we wouldn't be where we at today. See
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
So
right.
you just got to keep pushing, man. Just like I say, I set small goals. If I know I can do that, then okay. If I double up on that, then there we go. We keep it on moving, man.
That's it. I was listening to a motivational speech Steve Harvey was giving, and he was saying if your goals and your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. If your goals and your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. So I guess he's telling us, even though we know we may not achieve that goal, we got to think big
Oh
because
yeah,
we don't want to put ourselves in a box where say I can only achieve this because of this. I can only achieve this because my parents only did this.
Right.
So we got to keep dreaming big. And like you said, whether we set goals for a whole year or in small increments, we got to make those goals big, man. Give us something to push forward to, man.
and I will say, man, all my boys doing pretty good for themselves, man. Ain't nobody out here
Your video gone.
on the road, on the side of the road, doing got the can out asking for money or nothing like that. So I'm proud of everybody that's on this show, man. That we actually, trying to make it happen. Everybody ain't rich, but we striving in life, and everybody trying to.
Right.
That's it. Hey, check this out. What as it relates to your goals, whether it's personally, family wise, or professionally, what is the best piece of advice that you received in 2020? What's the best piece of advice that you received in 2020? Somebody, anybody.
My thing is, don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been I done moved a few times with my job, but I was kind of, I ain't gonna say stuck, but I lived in Arkansas for almost 8 years. It was like, my kids comfortable, blah blah blah. They kind of like it here, so we was pretty much trying to gonna stay here for a good little while. But then,
right,
I was like, man, this ain't. I can't live here the rest of my life now. So, it's like you got to step out on faith and move. And we moved from Russellville, Arkansas to Atlanta, Georgia. That's a big culture shock for everybody.
That boy, that's a culture shock.
But I in the back of my head, I was like, man, this is a great opportunity. This is the land of opportunity for sure. You can do anything you want. You make money. Man, it's little kids out on the side of the street selling water bottles and sodas and stuff at the X's and stuff, man. Them boy making money too. And it's like my kids, I know as far as athletic wise, I think they'll strive, succeed a little more because they got, better competition, and it's gonna bring out the best in them too. So I'm like, man, we gotta make this change, whether they like it or not. Because they were sad for a little bit, but I think I've been practicing with the team, stuff like that. So it was a smooth transition more than they thought it was.
Man, that's good advice, whether it's 2020, 2019. That's good advice, whether it's 2020, 2019, 2030. That's good. I like that. James, what say you, babe?
Man, like I say, man, mine, I guess, has been, push yourself even further. You know what I'm saying? I started my little construction business this year. My wife, she had been pushing me to do it for the longest, but I always been a procrastinator. I have to admit that. I have been a procrastinator. So she finally like pushed me over the edge this year, and it's been successful. I can't die. I mean, I've come from just doing little stuff to now I'm doing all kind of big projects and stuff, man. So it's been real successful. So you just got to keep striving and think big, man. Just think big.
Hey, appreciate her too, man. That's a good woman. That's
what I was going. Hey, I was about to say the same thing.
What I mean?
I was about to say the same thing. She ain't only a good woman. She's stronger. She can push all that ass up to motivate all that ass, boy. But anyway,
hey, man.
Thanks for the
I'm keep it
beside every great. Hey, but check this out though. Beside every great man, there's a greater woman. So we appreciate it for that. Cool. What's the best advice you got, man?
Oh man, the best advice for me was man, I've been listening to a lot of motivational speakers, man, going on a little bit, almost about a year now, man, and just trying to gain, financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the weak part, you know what I'm saying, in our community. So I've been pressing myself to learn, learn about these stocks, you know what I'm saying, trying to get into investment and just trying to learn how to work the system, you know what I'm saying? Like doing stuff like I plan on trying to do the little Uber Eats thing or whatever. And I'm gonna use that as a tool to basically make upgrades on my truck and do work on my truck and just write it off, you know what I'm saying? For job expense, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm using my vehicle for work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just stuff like that, man. Just try to just do the game how they've been doing the game. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to do the same. I kind of want to do the same thing with this. I feel like we can use this, phones, laptops. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody need an upgrade? Anybody just need one? Maybe we ain't got no laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to use this and turn this into a tax right as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we need to
and just do what we, do what we need to do, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, and like, my whole thing is to learn and pass it on to the next man.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, my educated brother. With that being said, we need money so we can get laptops. And I'm letting you know we want your sponsorship. Whether you in sports training, whether you in business, whether you whatever you doing to create currency, that's what we need. We need you to keep this going, man. There are expenses that we need. I like that, Drake. My best advice for me was don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Because I got in this thing where, man, I've been, wanting to branch out and kind of get out on my own too, James, with my training business. And it's been doing pretty well, keeping the lights on, keeping the
Mhm.
family fed and all that. But I really want to take it to that next level. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? To where it's not just a small part of my income, but it's basically half of my income. So my people around me, I've been talking to some people that write grants and some financial people been telling me you can't be, excuse me, can't be afraid to fail. Because if you think you can't, you already defeated yourself.
Yep.
So you can't be afraid to fail was the best piece of advice that I
Right.
was given, man. So, just trying to live my life without being scared to fail. If it don't work out this way, it's always like my grandma said. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. So if
Right.
that front door ain't open, baby, I'm trying to get through the back door. I'm back door Jody.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
take
All right,
calculated risk, man.
got to
Calculated
take
risk.
calculated risk, yeah, because you can't have a family out there hungry because you out there wanting to open up a damn casino and do something crazy. But I
Right.
do want to take calculated risk, and like it says, don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid to not try because you don't know what could happen unless you try it. And with that being said, I'm gonna transition into asking you during this pandemic and this crazy unforeseen world now, what was something that you have developed with your family, friends, close associates, whatever, something that you have established a tradition or something that you want to carry on into the future? And I'll start by saying this podcast. This podcast, man, when we first started texting each other about birthdays and just shooting the shit with each other, I just thought it was just gonna be like a little social group to where we get together and talk crazy and talk about how good we weren't and how many shots we made and know damn well we ain't made but two shots and all that. But when we decided to put this together and decided that this was gonna be the group moving forward, man, I really look forward to meeting with y'all on Tuesdays and getting on here on Sunday. So that's something that I've set in my goals to make RIP 28 podcast the best podcast it can be in 2021. It's not a New Year's resolution, it's not a goal, it's just something that I want to see. What is something y'all have established? I know we all have families and whatnot. What is something you've established that you may want to carry forward?
Man, that's a good one, man. The same thing. Like you said, we started out just talking junk on the text message, and it was like, man, we some pretty funny dudes.
Hey,
Might as well try to make something out of it. You know what I mean? And it's slow right now, but I got to feel it. Man, it's millions of people in this world. It's somebody out there who want to hear what we got to say. So
that's it. Not
we
only
can do
not only are we funny, but half of us are funny looking. But I'm gonna keep on moving because that's not part of the show. That's not
it.
part of the show.
But I
Damn,
would.
Sam. Why you talking about you?
Oh, Joey, I wasn't gonna point no fingers,
Ain't
baby.
talking, my baby say I ain't funny looking, so that's all that matters.
That's all
Chance
that
is
matters, man.
Nah.
hey, Chance is handsome. He's handsome to somebody. He's
But
handsome.
His mama and his wife.
And his daughters. That's all that matters. It don't
That's
matter.
it.
Boy, y'all boy slow. Y'all boy slow.
hey,
I'm just saying, he handsome to somebody.
but on the real, man, I got a feeling this thing gonna pop off soon. And
Yes, sir.
what Dre was talking about, talking about the taxes and putting stuff off, you know, like the laptop and the computers and stuff. Man, we get us enough money built up, man. We can make some trips, get us a little Airbnb. Me and Sly was talking about this earlier today. Sly the sports guy. We was talking about like, hey, we can make a trip. We get our little money up, get an Airbnb, do about 3, 4, 5 shows. that week and
Yeah.
kick it and have a good time and write all that off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
because
You gotta learn something.
Cowboys ain't,
and,
Cowboys ain't
hey,
going nowhere.
James, and letting
Not
all
during
our
this
future,
pandemic.
hey, and
No, I'm not.
letting all our future sponsors know we are LLC'd. We are a real company. We are not just some guys that got together and we get on Zoom and upload stuff. We are LLC. So, with that being said, when is the trip, fellas? But we'll talk off air so nobody knows our business. What happens in what happens in RIP 28 podcast stays in RIP 28 podcast. But with that being said, fellas, what are you looking forward to in 2021? Whether it's professionally or personally, what are you looking forward to? What has caught your eye? What has your mind? What are you trying to accomplish in 2021?
I think for me, it's probably being more independent as far as business wise and building on what I've already started. So, and building with my wife because she's going to real estate school now. So I think we're gonna, besides construction, we're gonna get into like flipping houses and stuff like that, which we've been talking about for a long time. But like
Okay.
I said, we've been procrastinating. So I think it's just building, man. Just building.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just, progressing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get these bills down, trying to get this debt down, you know what I'm saying? So I can try to make this purchase on this house, you know what I'm saying? Like we renting a house right now, you know what I'm saying, which is a blessing because we was in an apartment, you know what I'm saying, a little 2-bedroom apartment. Now we're in a 3-bedroom rental, you know what I'm saying, and then progress to purchasing, you know what I'm saying, 4-bedroom house, you know, if not bigger, you know what I'm saying, because I gotta have my good, she gotta have a space to run around, you know what I'm saying. So
That's
but
it.
yeah, just trying to get some space for her, you know what I'm saying. Right now, she priority, you know what I'm saying. She got a lot of stuff, not necessarily come to a halt, but just, I gotta take slower steps, you know what I'm saying, in different directions on some personal goals I might have. But like I say, she's number one. So of course the family, you know what I'm saying, right there with her. So just stay focused, you know what I'm saying. Like I say, don't ever take my mind off of what I really want to do, but keep everything in perspective.
That's it. James. Woo! The
You heard
fireman
that, James.
coming.
Yeah, man.
Huh?
What you
It's,
drink? What you drinking again?
Hey, whatever it is, it gone, dog. It gone. It gone.
it's,
What you drink?
it's on me.
That
Yeah.
thing might that thing
Come
might have
on
been
now.
My
purple.
bad. Hey,
That might have been purple.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, I ain't got that lean,
You
bro.
ain't gonna get that
Stop.
lean. Hey, he probably went old school. He's sipping on some scissor.
Sip. Hey, my bad. I ain't mean to skip you, bro. You know you my big bro, man. What's up, Chance? Talk to me, dog.
I love you, brother.
That
I love
you already know.
Hey, but kind of almost the same thing James did, man. I've been in management at my job for quite a few years now, and it's like you start to learn how to stuff work and stuff like that. It's like, all right, I'm working for somebody running a multi-million-dollar business. You know what I'm saying? I'm running that junk.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I'm good enough to do that on my own if I can figure out something myself. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
like you say, you can't be scared, man.
Yeah.
Scared money don't make
Yeah,
money.
money don't make
That's
money.
it.
So,
Hey,
so I got to figure that out. I got to get enough change up in the bank where I'm like, all right, if I do fail, I'm still all right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can
that's
start
me,
something.
man.
You can start something while you still working. I mean, I don't plan
That's
to.
it.
I love my job, but if I get to where I'm making more than I was making at my job, of course, you got to go and do
Gotta
it.
go.
But if you making half of that, shoot, that's a good life. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey.
just trying to figure out something. Me and my boy Big Tim Brown, a former member of the podcast, where we gonna get him back one of these days.
That's old Eddie Kane.
Hey, no, I told him the other day. I said, man, you like David Ruffin, man.
Yeah.
Man, tell that fool, he still got a spot, man. He still got a spot.
Yeah, but
It ain't nothing but love.
me and him gonna get something together. We down here in Atlanta together now, so it's like, man, let's get something going, man. Let's get a business, do something, man. That's what it's all about, man. Because going to work every day is okay, but you just like same routine every day. When your money on the line, you're gonna put your all into it, and
you go hard.
you're gonna make sure it's successful. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I kind of want that pressure, man, because we don't play ball. I can't run up and down the court no more about 4 or 5 times before I get tired. So
you lying, boy. You got to.
1, 2
maybe
times.
3,
You,
maybe
hey,
2.5, 2.5 times. But
hey, you got a shot, a defensive rebound, and a cherry pick, and you done for the game.
hey, then we gotta take all the timeouts back to back.
Yes, sir. You ain't got none going into the second half. Hey, but I'm with y'all with that building, man. I think that's my goal this year too, man, to get my sports academy kind of off the ground, man. I think I'm tired of being scared to fail now. It's time to build, man. And like you say, it's cool punching the clock and making sure you got that guaranteed dollar coming in, but I think I'm ready just to step out, maybe not full time, but step it up more so than just being just a kind of like a part of my life and being a major part of my life, man. And just kind of helping the youth, because I love working with the kids. And with that being said, before we close out, I want to know something. What is something that a piece of advice, if we have any young kids from our kids' age up through college students or anybody younger than us, what would be something you would tell them about sticking to their goals and achieving goals? Like I said, like my shirt says, love the process. It's definitely a process when you're talking about achieving goals and becoming an entrepreneur or whatever it is, the next step in your life. What is a piece of advice you would give the younger generation or somebody that's listening to us that's kind of in limbo about their decision about doing this or doing that? What would you tell
That's a great question, LeBron. That's great. Man, boy, look at that boy out here hosting the show, doing good ass questions.
them? Hey, well, I've been listening to y'all older guys a little bit. I've been on a listen.
Hey, he must have been studying.
but for
I
real,
have, James. I have.
to answer your question, in my opinion, and this just from my experience with my kids and stuff, man. Listen to older people, man. They know what they're talking about. They done been through these problems and these trials and tribulations, man. Listen.
That's it. That's it.
They ain't gonna. I promise you, but I tell them all the time. I promise you, I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. If I don't know, I ain't gonna tell you that. But if I
That's
know
it.
something, I'm gonna tell you the right thing to do. Don't go down the road where you got to learn the hard way. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
It's people out there that want to help you, willing to help you. You gotta go out and listen and do the thing, man. Don't learn the hard way, man. Just
Hey, like
take advice.
like they say, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means you should listen twice as much as you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Even for our guy that's not on air tonight, I won't say his name, but we all know who we're talking about. So, James, put this fire out, man. Let us know what should they know? What should they know about the process about achieving goals, my brother?
I think to me, if it's something that you love, well, anything that you love is worth fighting for. I mean, you got to push yourself, even though it may be times where it don't work out like you thought it was going to. That might be a learning experience for you.
Yep.
So you
Okay,
take that learning experience and you build off of that, and then you keep trying, man.
that's
You got
it.
to keep fighting,
That's it.
It's always gonna come. It's gonna come to you sooner or later. But that's what a lot of people do, man. They just, if they hit a roadblock, they just give up. Don't give up, man. Just keep fighting.
That's it. Hey, Mr. Plexico Cooper.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one for the adults and then one for the kids. All right, the one for the adults is
Okay.
what I heard that made a lot of sense to me was let your 9 to 5 pay for your 5 to 9. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So, basically that's, manage your money, you know what I'm saying, to do something that you want to do on the back end, you know what I'm saying, until your 5 to 9 can replace your 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So that's that for the adults. But for the kids is you know, I tell you, I'm gonna give it to you raw. Like I said, I'm gonna give it to you from the street point of view. Growing up,
G5.
growing up in the '90s, man. You know what the older boys taught us? The boys taught us how to make $1. And it wasn't the legal way. You know what I'm saying? The boys trying to put something in our hand, make us do something illegal, you know what I'm saying, or go take it from somebody else, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. That was their generation. You know what I'm saying? Now, my generation has grown. Now we up here as adults, we the old heads, giving advice to y'all younger kids, man. We trying to tell y'all, start a business, start a podcast. I don't care. Do
YouTube
something
channel.
that's legal. Do something that's legal. You like shoes? Hell, try to open your own shoe store. Like playing a video game, go to these schools and learn how to make your own video game. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, whatever you love, you know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself. Like don't sell yourself short. Don't feel no type of way because of the color of your skin or whatever kind of hairstyle you want to rock. It don't matter. Because guess what? Numbers matter. Now dollar matter. You know what I'm saying? You earn enough money to back yourself, go get a loan, whatever the case may be, take that loan, flip that loan. You know what I'm saying? Get that bank all their money back. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. But trust me, our generation, we trying to tell y'all what's right. Like you said, we done
Yeah.
been there, we done that. And it ain't no need to, you know what I'm saying, to look at us, oh, he think he know all that, oh, he think he nah. We trying to say y'all. Trying to say y'all a big headache.
All
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
all good. That's all great advice. I would only thing I would add to that: to whom much is given, much is required. To whom much is given, much is required. And what that's saying is, you may not be given money or tangible things, but your giving may be resources, people around you. Like you said, lean on those that have done it already. Lean on those that know. We know the pitfalls of athletes. We know the pitfalls of students. We know the pitfalls of fathering and doing all that. Listen, use your resources and those things around you. And I think we can, that'll ease the process a little bit. And with all that being said, fellas, it's been a great podcast. We about to close out. But before we do, we want to let you know how you can follow us again on the RIP 28 podcast. And you can follow us at Twitter, Spotify, YouTube,
Oh,
and
that's
all social media platforms is where you can find us. YouTube,
we still
Spotify.
trying to get on the iTunes. We're gonna get on that soon too.
We're gonna get on iTunes too, but you can follow us, like I said, the RIP 28 podcast and all our good looking cast. You can follow us at Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, and other social media platforms. And we are looking for sponsors. We need dinero. We need the green. If you got a change jar, we would take it. If you got anything that is spendable, we will take it at the RIP 28 podcast. We want you. We're not turning
Man,
you away. We
don't
want
you come to us with no
everybody.
change, y'all. Don't you come to us with no change, y'all.
We would. Hey, don't you listen to Plexico Birds?
Hey, they
Don't
got a
you
change
listen?
machine at the bank.
Boy, they got them at the bank. James, you better tell them. We take
Hey,
anything,
and they
any
don't
money.
charge no goddamn what's made for it.
That's what I'm
Man,
talking about.
let's go to food line, man, and dump the thing in
Listen,
that
in
change,
this,
that coin
hey,
stock.
No, they
in
gonna
this
charge you there.
no, they're gonna get 11 cents on the dollar. We
Yep.
need everything we can get so we can get these get this podcast up and running.
We
But no,
Hey,
seriously,
we're rolling
y'all know what?
quarters.
This one thing I just thought about. Y'all know what now? Y'all know we the OGs now?
yeah,
Yeah.
we are the OGs.
Yeah, we the
We the
OGs now,
OGs.
man.
But think about this: where we came from back in '91, when we was out there playing at St. Andrews Park, when we was out there playing football at the park and baseball and all that.
Growing
Now
up in the
in
late 80s,
2020,
boy.
in 2020, going into 2021, we the OGs. Knowing that this is our last show, this is our last show for the year. We want to say Happy New Year to you all. Any parting shots from the cast? We'll start with the fireman.
Yeah, man, like you just said, man. Happy New Year, everybody. Be blessed. Let's hope 2021 be a whole lot better than 2020, which for some it wasn't bad, and for some it was horrible. But like I said, God bless everyone. Happy New Year's, and let's get it in 2021.
Let's get it, shouty. Big bro, big bro, big bro. Talk to him, baby.
Hey, my grandmama used to tell me, well, she used to sing this song, reach out and touch somebody's hand, make this world a better place if you can. Hey, hey, that ain't, I mean, it's funny, but that ain't no more true statement, man. Hey,
Right.
help people out, man. Do your thing. Hey, that's what people don't understand. If you out there helping people, it's gonna come back to you. You know what I'm saying? but we can't touch nobody's hand right now with the COVID.
Hey, give me 6 feet,
but
bro.
you
Give
know
me
what I'm
6
talking
feet, bro.
Tell the producer getting on you, man. Hey, you got to get on the producer. Tell the producer don't be getting on you like that.
Hey, the producer behind the scenes said, "Don't touch him. It's COVID out there, brother." All right, man. All right. Now
Yeah, man.
Chance, you taking J time now. Back up. Go ahead, Coop.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody stay up, man. Stay up, you know what I'm saying? Stick to your goals, you know what I'm saying? Do better, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you make $1 extra in 21. That's a step forward, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do what you need to do, man. At the end of the day, man, hey. Where you goddamn man?
Hey, that's it, Coop. Check this out. From BZ, the great, the educator's educator, and the rest of my great panel, the RIP 28 podcast, we wish you a happy holiday, and we wish you a successful and a happy, prosperous 2021, man. We out. We appreciate you. Don't forget to go like, follow, share, and tell everybody, even the hood niggas, about the RIP 28 podcast and the great content that we supporting. We are out for 2020. Adios, amigos.
Peace out.
Boom, 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 boom.
Freedom! Give me a Lou 29. No. A RIP 28. Yeah, a RIP 28.
But we're gonna do it from an overslide. Chance.